Alright, I guess we're doing this. Eesh. Hello, Echo and Nux. Thank you both for the good luck. No idea. No, I did not anticipate actually being home to even consider races. I had plans with my partner and their medical appointment got canceled. So we're like, alright, well that, hello Doc, thank you for the good luck too. Is your trip still going on? Yeah, we made it to the hospital for their routine medical procedure. Yeah, well, not procedure, just an update or whatever. And it said that the imaging machines that they had were broken. And we had to reschedule. It's like, alright, well that takes about an hour of time that we were going to use there off the board. And we're like, alright, we're going to go to a restore around here. Reuse store. And get some stuff for the house and maybe the farm. I don't know. And that's closed on Monday, so there went that plan. So we got socks. And a shower head. And I have time to kill. In honor of his glorious return, Bruce Bochy. Wait, what is his glorious return to? Hello, Clara. In hi-bye routine. Well, I'm still good. Gay shopping. Yeah. I wish that there were better, like, local places. I prefer... They're, like, really crappy array of secondhand stores here too. Because a lot of the clothes we've gotten around here were from like the Salvation Army, but the Salvation Army's out there palling around with ice, and I mean they suck kind of anyway, so it's like, yeah, no. Anyway, Bruce Bochy, I believe was actually born in France. He was a catcher for the Padres in the 1980s. He's hired back on as a special... Oh, okay. So he's basically... he's retired. So that means he's retired. Yeah, fuck this up. Damn straight. Yeah, he was a backup catcher. He hung around for a long time because in baseball, baseball in particular. In baseball, catchers have a reputation for being the most knowledgeable players on the field, and there's some validity to that. A probably maybe outsized percent of coaches and players are former catchers. So he hung around as a backup for a while. He really wasn't a special major league player, but heck, he made the major leagues. So I think he was a backup on the first Padres team to ever reach the World Series. And he was named manager, I would guess around like 94, 95, after Jim Riggleman left. And in 96, the Padres won the division. I think they won the division. They and the Dodgers were super tight, but I always forget which one won the division, which one was the wild card. It didn't really matter. They got swept by the Cardinals. 2 years later, Padres again won the division. They won over 100 games, one of 3 teams in the AL to win over 100 games in 1998. It was an expansion year, so. And the Padres beat the Astros in, I think, 4 games in the NLDS, and then beat the Braves in, I think, 6 in the NLCS, and then played the Yankees in the World Series and got swept. And Bochy hung with the Padres for a while. They had some more success. I think he was still managing in 2006 2005 when they won the division. Haven't gotten that in a while. Good luck, Orphans. But he eventually became manager of the Giants, and in 2010 The Giants, very surprisingly, with a young pitching staff and an offense largely full of older players, plus the Buster Posey, who you just mentioned, wound up winning the World Series in fairly surprising fashion. Beating Texas. That was entertaining. I didn't like that Texas team. That's really not what I want here. That's really not. Bailout bomb smile? And after a, okay, 2011, Giants, yay! Giants again won the division. What a load of awesome stuff. In 2012, oh wait, no, they might not even won the division. Might have, they had that run where they were like winning with the wild card and then taking it to the end. Wow, what an awesome blinds hat. So then they swept the Tigers, which was also really, really funny. And then after another year of they got back to the World Series in 2014, and they beat the Royals in 7 games in a crazy Game 7. Not as crazy as this year's Game 7, but still crazy. And Bochy didn't hang around there for too much longer, but it was like, yeah, he's going to the Hall of Fame, so might as well retire until he didn't retire. Then he went to the Rangers and then won another World Series. Hello, Gil. Thank you for the good luck on the orphans. No matter what Mr. Chu says, we're not killing them. Hello, Shin. A Kirby Superstar where the songs sound normal? I don't know. Who was playing that the other day? Was that Ed? Nice rod. Nice second bottle and well. Look at all this amazing stuff I've gotten. Yeah, I didn't even think I'd actually be home right now. So I was like, well, I have stuff planned later today. So let's, yeah, okay, controller, sure. If you say so. Hope you're doing well, Shin. So anyway, Bruce Bochy was managing up until this year. Now he's not managing, but now I guess he's got a job with the Giants, getting paid to hang out in the front office, which, you know what? Good for him. Good for him. Quite honestly, having good mentor-type people is exceptionally valuable. I coached the last bunch of years with someone who's in his late 70s, and yeah, he wasn't able to do the on-field stuff anymore, but he knew I can't really do this. That sucks. But the amount of like mentorship he gave to the kids and me too, and the other coaches, nice bad hype. Who's my favorite single appearance Simpsons character? Oh, I used to have an answer for this too. That's a fun sank location. I think that's worth it. So I'm like tempted to say that some of the characters from the softball episode, but I don't think that they really count. I think Daryl Strawberry's the closest. Yours is Krusty. Well, you said you wanted to make the sprite of the Cayman's Island Vanguard, which I think would be hilarious. That would be a challenge. That would be a challenging one to make, I think, simply because it's a very large character. But that could still be funny. I mean, like, Hank Scorpio's feels like a super easy cop-out answer, right? I want to say that there's another Albert Brooks character that was really funny and people forgot. Like Hank Scorpio seems too easy because everybody knows Hank Scorpio, and that episode is classic. I'd have to give this more thought on the spot, because I know I have a better answer. I know I have a more applicable answer. I do think that Daryl Strawberry was a very good single episode character, though. He was such a kiss ass. The Cayman's Island Banker only had one scene too, right? Oh, yeah, Lyle Landley? Lyle Landley's a great answer. Oh gosh, I don't know if I still have it. I made a really, I know it's come to come as a surprise. A really jank MS Paint image of Deion Sanders as Lyle Landley. Because like everything about him as a football coach just like screams used car salesman, and it's like all bullshit. But it works because like media talks about him even though there's nothing, absolutely nothing special. So good on you if you like want attention. Yeah, Lyle Landley's a great one. Oh good. Gamachu Memorial Torch check. See, now I know it's a big key. Like the early years had so many good ones. Shelby. Oh, that whole episode had an absurd amount of hilarious characters for like just a little bit. Shelbyville Millhouse. Chicago boy. Is this what it feels like when doves cry? Honestly, like all of their Shelbyville analogs are so funny. Shelbyville Grandpa. The lemon tree was cursed. And the heroes of Shelbyville drove them out. I know, yeah. I have not seen Simpsons in a really long time. I think since we had like cable, because it started to go into like syndication. Oh, it's just a stick. Maybe not syndication, but other. I think like USA or something was running the old ones. And you'd be able to like knock out four at a time, and it was pretty much not from the seasons that were cringy. Oh, I mean, this is not a answer to the query, but I saw that somebody has made like Flash style games. Do I have Magic? Yes, I did. Oh, because of Super Bunny. Thank you, Super Bunny. Someone made Flash games of Lee Carvalho's putting challenge and like one other thing from The Simpsons. And I was like, that's absolutely unbelievable. Huge. I'm right ordering the heck out of this seed. I worked with somebody who thought that Mr. Bergstrom was the best one-off character, and it's a subjective opinion. Like that's it. Like that episode. Oh, that's fun. That episode was always interesting to me because it feels like so much more real than a lot of the newer ones did. Futurama audio commentaries are great too. You wore out your Futurama. What did the bat have? The bat had a piece of heart. It's huge. Keeps the dream alive. That's an unnecessary hook shot, but I did it anyway. Oh, good. I am just gonna put this in here now and say screw it to Zora. I'm not doing that yet. Bat hype intensifies. The height, it did. I mean, it reached a fever pitch, and then I got the heart piece, and now I have 5.5 hearts. Well, 4.5 because I used one for science. Oh, that's exciting. Really don't want to do that. I didn't need to hook shot there. I've never watched that. Have never watched it. Don't intend to ever watch it. Ganon's free. What is this seed? Is it boring? That's still tier 1. Oh well. Kill more things, silly. Huge. Oh, okay. Well, I guess that's our stun prize. I actually remember reading like reviews about that the movie was like super misogynistic too. Oh no. Well, there goes the dream. The bat tried. Pedestal screwed me over. It's like a huge shock in a sports movie. That the male lead is basically misogynistic, self-absorbed man-child. Like, my baseball team is more important than, like, human connection. Like, that sounds unhealthy. Do I care? No. But I also have a strong dislike of a lot of baseball movies, period. I know I told this story in Chair's Discord, but I got kicked out of, when I went to summer camp, I got kicked out of watching Angels in the Outfield for like rainy day movie. Because I was too critical of the movie. It's sort of the same because so many rely on nostalgia, I think. This was when I was a kid. However old I was. But that movie is 100% nostalgia. I've had multiple people also get upset at me because I don't like it. They're like, it hits me in the feels for stuff, and I'm like, that's awesome. I appreciate that, but like, it is not a well-written movie. It is not a well-directed movie. Do I care about this? Sure do. Please don't. Connect to... Movie was cheesy even as a 7-year-old. Christopher Lloyd was good in it. I'm not saying Christopher Lloyd was not good. There's so many... What are we doing? Can I go in the thing? Oh, I did. Yay. Christopher Lloyd is actually very good in that movie. But it was like one of those, that, you know, what did he have to work with sort of things. And the answer was not much. The stuff I got really bothered by is a lot of the baseball scenes are shot horribly. There's like multiple scenes of like you can see the actor hit, like for instance, got a guy up at the plate. You can see the actor hit the ball directly down into the ground, and they're like, oh my gosh, like what a bomb to the outfield. It's like they kept in frame the fact that he hit it straight down. Like, I'm a kid and I see this. What the heck? You've not watched it in a while. Was Rookie of the Year the one with the kid's broken arm? Yes. Henry Rowengartner. That was a movie. That was definitely a movie. It was weird. Rookie of the Year came out around the same time as Little Big League, though. And for me, Little Big League was significantly better. Little Big League, I think, is one of the most underappreciated baseball movies. A League of Their Own, oh, yeah. I haven't seen A League of Their Own movie. I saw the Need More Fairy Fountains game. I saw the television show last year or 2 years ago, I forget. No, it had to have been at least 2 years ago because I wasn't out yet. Smile. Oh, good. Another big, visible big key. Or Field of... Oh, Field of Dreams is another... No, Field of Dreams for me is no. It used to be a yes until I, like, was old enough to understand a lot of the undercurrents. I forgot to go to the other side of the mountain. That seems not great. I got a sword, though, so that's exciting. Oops. I'm sure I won't get penalized for that. There were two... Yeah, it does make things exceptionally beatable, that's true. Alright, well that was not exactly how I should have done that, but it's how I did do that, so... Thank you, Doc. You hit on the first of several things that I have an issue with when it comes to Field of Dreams, which is yes. They really... Okay, so James Earl Jones's character is a notable civil rights author, like one of the seminal authors from civil rights movement, social unrest in the 1960s, you know, and, you know, he's nostalgic about baseball. Awesome. That's cool. And so he gets taken to this place in Iowa where it's a bunch of fucking deadball era players who not only, number one, they actually did bet on freaking baseball and should have been banned, but number two, like, they're all white. All of them. Where's Jackie Robinson? Jackie Robinson was unfortunately passed by that point. Where's Jackie Robinson? Where's Satchel Paige? Where's Josh Gibson? Nope, we got Joe Jackson. Shoeless Joe Jackson, who is a fast-talking New Yorker, apparently, and right-handed. We nailed it, absolutely. But the other thing is... Again, like, Kevin Costner's character, Ray Kinsella, is somebody who, again, like, he and his wife were part of countercultural movements, and his wife still, like, seems to give a damn about stuff. And the overarching lesson of the movie is apparently, like, you should listen to your dad, because your dad was right. Appreciate the patriarchy for what it's given you. Thank it. Craig Calcaterra is a baseball writer. He wrote pretty lengthy piece about Field of Dreams a few years back that I largely agree with. So I'm reticent to like to feel like, well, I feel like I am or would be ripping off too much of it. That's not my intention. Do I care about you? You know what? We're getting this. Ledgers, do it. I walked all the way here. I deserve this. Yeah, not a fan. Has a lot of potential. The book is interesting. Neat. The book's definitely considerably weirder than the movie, which I know might be an odd thing to say about a movie that's based around dead baseball players playing on a field, a cornfield in Iowa, but you know. Although it is considerably less weird than the Iowa Baseball Confederacy. Where the heck was that? Here? I think it's here. I didn't write it down. This is what happens when I talk. Apparently I didn't get shot in the head by that thing. Oh good, I'm really good at this. Cool. Alright, I actually hit these yesterday. Sankart. Timely. Well, didn't hit that one. Thank you, Sankart, I guess. Didn't hit that one either. Too good, most of the time. Well, let's just hope I don't get hit by the fire bar. Really not super keen on I got hit by the fire bar. Sports movies in general are kind of weird because sports look great on film, but also a big part of the appeal is you have no idea what happened. Yeah. Well, that's why Sugar was one that really appealed to me. Because Sugar's like the most real baseball movie I've ever seen. It isn't narrative. It's, you know, I mean, there's what you could consider a happy ending maybe, but I mean, it's a different ending, I think, than the way a lot of sports movies are, like hugely different. Well, at least I took the time to come and do that. Yeah, a lot of sports movies are just not great because there's also a lot that goes into it. A lot of things, just sports in general. I was watching something yesterday with my partner, and I forget what it was. I think it might have just. Oh no, it was a commercial while we were watching like Star Trek or something. But it involved a basketball court, and so I don't know if folks have seen like The Fresh Prince, but the basketball scenes in The Fresh Prince always cracked me up because the court is like the size of somebody's kitchen because of how they shoot it. Nice blue. Yeah, so you have like absurd stuff like Will Smith winning the tip and then shooting the ball from half court. And it's like hitting a free throw. But because it's so hard to film basketball. That guy's having a great time though. You like those sports movies that are about the side stuff? Yeah. I mean, that's a big part of the reason why I think A League of Their Own was great. It's like, yeah, it does have a lot of, it does have some tropes in there. There are some tropes, but it's also like significantly more raw than a lot of other sports movies are. Part of the reason I like Little Big League more than a lot of other baseball movies is, I mean, it is actually like the plot is pretty silly. Like a kid inherits the Minnesota Twins from his grandfather and then becomes the manager. Yes, it's hyper unrealistic. And yet they find a way to like make the characters work. And yeah, the amount of planning. I was reading a do I want to follow this? You know what, I think I do. This is a really bad one. I just want to know where it goes. And the amount of like detailing and planning that went into that movie was remarkable. Because like Rookie of the Year that was mentioned earlier is significantly on the sillier side. It has a little bit of pull on your heartstrings at the end, but it's definitely goofier. Also, I think isn't Gary Busey in that? So I mean, like by nature, we've just massively increased the goofiness factor. I don't think I want to do this right now. Hyrule Castle West, Hyrule Castle Main. Don't really want to do this either. This one, this doesn't feel so good. You know what? Screw it. Just go activate the nice flute. Trying to think what other sports movies I like. There are many more that I dislike. A lot of people like Hoosiers, which I thought it's fine. Hoop Dreams was interesting. I've been seeing a lot of other basketball movies, actually. Never saw the Ray Allen movie. Like dodgeball and understand. I mean, that is a sports movie, right? It's just the entire movie is based around a sporting competition, so I'd say yeah. I have way too many things that I can do here. I don't know that this is the right thing to do. I don't know that anything's the right thing to do. Kind of feel like this stuff is stray ends, though. That's not a hook shot. I feel like that's the most commonly screwed up thing. You're intending to use an item and you lay bombs in this game. Alright. I don't really want to follow that. Yeah, this is Uncle or The Long Walk. The Long Walk. I honestly think it's a legit good sports movie. It's not horrible. Like, I would have actually expected it to be significantly... Oh, there was a free sword here the whole time. That really doesn't change anything for me. No, it is. I think it... So I think for sports movies too is they tend to lose sight of scope and structure. I think movies that also involve fighting can get tossed into that too. Because I think of like the Mortal Kombat movies, which is, you know, this is getting off topic a little bit, but you know, how many tournaments do they ostensibly have? And it does not resemble the tournaments from the video game. Because that's not how it's being structured. And like the end of Dodgeball, please stop. The end of Dodgeball is centered around a tournament, and it's actually easy to follow and make sense. And I think that's actually really important to the story, as like somewhat silly as it may seem. I'm excited for a pendant. Nice lamp. Oh, here's a sports movie I've seen that was all sorts of messed up. Mystery Alaska. I forgot all about this. I watched this once and it was really weird and uncomfortable. Oh, that's not what I want. Alright, gotta do that. You actually get to watch them play a lot of the game that the movie is about. Yes, I agree. Like, yep, I 100% agree. Hey, it's Crystal. Yeah, I think that gets lost in a lot of movies, but again, many of them are based around narrative, and that's the primary part. But wow, I was intending to grab the middle rock there. My controller was like, nah, you're going straight left and down. I'm like, alright, if you say so. Did I get anything out of Hera besides a crystal? It happened several seconds ago. Sorry, Smirk. That I don't remember. Yeah, Mystery Alaska was to me it was just a dreadful, nonsensical narrative kind of movie. Yeah, I think this pond hockey team from Alaska can definitely hang with the New York Rangers. Like, that's... You know, they're not used to playing pond hockey. It's like they're all... they're all professional athletes who's... the smallest guy in their roster is bigger than the biggest guy in your team by like 3 inches and 40 pounds. Like, you're not beating the New York Rangers or competing with the New York Rangers in pond hockey. But I mean, I guess Russell Crowe says so, so I don't know. Point, counterpoint. Point, counterpoint. Well, this either goes to the log or somewhere else. I guess that's very specific. Alright, that's fine. That is not where I want to go. Sure. Honestly, I think that's a big reason why the Simpsons classic softball episode is so good. I mean, first off, the pacing. That's always, I mean, we get back to the Simpsons, but that is a significant difference between earlier Simpsons seasons and even once they started, like, still within the era that a lot of people think that considered them to be still be good. Is the pacing changed. The pacing changed in a huge way. Like, they were able to work in a lot of different characters and a lot of scenes, like very quick, crisp jokes, and the entirety of the softball episode is that, right? Because they made a storyline for all 9 of the players who were guest starring, which is pretty hard to do. Great. Whoa, controller. Hardest of disagrees. Skull is beatable out of logic. They're in the ruby pack, so wanted to see if he would drop. You know, I'm just gonna take these. Wanted to see if he might drop a 20. He didn't, but he didn't either. Huge. Alright. How have I gotten like no rupees since I last paid for something? Like none. Let's go do the things that I forgot to do earlier before I went into Dark World. Let's see what we get. What do we have? So one thing GT. That doesn't feel good. Oh, I guess there's more stuff in Logic and Hyrule Castle. Oh no, I guess literally one more thing in Logic and Hyrule Castle. Okay. Thank you. Whatever. Whatever. Whatever, dude. Whatever. We have one thing in the front of... Wait, maybe. This whole area sucks. Okay. Oh, okay, controller. I guess we're just dropping 2 bombs now. That's good. That guy died. I don't know if this is actually a really great path to be taking. I feel like there's a lot of stray ends no matter what I do right now. Trying to clean up the north stuff before. Oh my god. Before I go south of village, because south of village is easy. Sad day. That doesn't do anything for me. Oh, like it does. Never mind, it does. It does. It does one thing for me. It's not an important thing, but, you know. Okie doke. So, I'm still leaving the Hyrule Castle stuff. Tile Room GT, that's not interesting. Have I only seen one TR entrance? I think yeah. So in that scenario, I don't actually know what's in logic going. It could, with what I have, it could, I guess it conceivably could be, Chomps. This happened to me the other day too. Like, I got caught on that like 4 times. I don't know if it's my controller or what. I'm not gonna try it again. And I haven't had that issue in I don't know how long. But it was very annoying. Two Hyrule Castle connectors, Spec Rock connector. That's off the board. I should be grabbing the 20s. Oh boy. No need to grab the 20s, just get 300 bucks from Stumpy. Well, we don't need to bomb that for hearts today, hopefully. It was pretty funny that Gil and I both did that yesterday. Of course, given that we were both on the mountain in the position to need to do that, it's possibly part of the reason why we were in the second half of the stratified finish times. This whole route sucks. Green pendant pod, I have 4 keys to that, so that's fun. Good stuff. Good stuff, game. Alright. Great. That's all of those. I don't like seeing that. Where was Scolet's back? No, I don't think I do that yet. The Gibdos room is enough of an issue at the moment. So we have Dark Potion Shop. Dark Potion Shop, Zora, Catfish. Tile Room, possibly Chomps and Logic and TR. Although that's a long route to get there. I'm gonna go to Dark Cross first. Take advantage of the Dark World. Rats and snakes. I guess maybe I'd have the same amount of health no matter when I death warp. I don't think there's a purpose to stealing. That's fine. As long as I don't die, smile. Yeah, we want to get the thing for... Yeah, okay. We do want that first. We do want that first. As long as we don't die. I almost die. That opens up stuff. Desert Torch is dead, but GT Torch is a big key. Great boots. Hey there, Logic, I guess. I forget where Lamp was. One of 2 shields at most we get. The remaining entrances are kind of, well, the 2 Light World bonkable ones are fine. The 2 Dark World entrances I still have left are not the greatest. You can use those boots to do spacewalk. That was almost super bad. That was almost super bad. That was super bad. Oh, my hands and my controller combined are an absolute peril right now. Yikes. Cool. Don't really care about that. Well, don't really know what choice I have here. Hope it's a pendant. Cool. Nice sank heart, super timely, very helpful. I mean, assuming I don't find the mirror, in the next 2 checks. I don't know what I want to do with the GT, or that big key on the GT torch. I don't think it has super much. Well, it could have value in a few places, I guess. But like, I can't do anything else there except for tile room. So do you go back to GT to just bonk the torch and do tile room? Doesn't sound good. So maybe do the 3 light world bonkable locations. Go to Meyer. Check out that nonsense. Well then, Funny Bow, let's go. Do it. Do it. You know you want to. You know you want to, game. Oh, I mean, that's still kind of funny, but not super funny. Welcome to the chat room. Thank you, Twitch. Hi. That's not super useful. I didn't consciously recognize that this was vanilla. Ew. I should not have come back for that. Okay, controller, you suck. I'm just gonna do GT, I guess. Doesn't feel good. That's something. Good times. cannot get in. Fun. I'm shocked I didn't fall into the hole there. What a waste. Like what's left is not super intriguing. It's very difficult. It's a hardship for sure. Is this gonna do anything good for me? It sure isn't. Alright, good job. Having a good time. Enjoying things and such. What the hell do I want to do? I don't know why I'm starting here. What do I want to do? I have one connector left. I have one awkward thing in Castle Tower. I have one awkward thing in Turtle Rock. I have an out of logic moth beat. I have one thing in Desert. That's it. Zora, Catfish, Stray, a few stray locations. That's off the board. Bumper was, I don't know, I don't remember where. I already saw the other end. Cool. Where was Bumper? I don't even know if I marked it down properly. Got the Smiths. Smith chain and purple chest. Yay. Do I backtrack and then just, yeah, I think I just backtrack and go do Desert Main. To check the big chest. C-shaped house with boots. Garbage. Super garbage. Oh, okay. Yikes. I have mids. That's off the board. Desert, whatever, I don't remember where these things went. Desert West is Agina, Desert East is somewhere. Second thing, Castle Tower, which is just like one off and dead. The hell was Desert East? Fairy Ascension Top. I don't know where that is. with this? Oh, I guess so. Great. Yeah, mirror would be so good. Make navigating all of this crap a lot easier. Even just within the dungeons. No, he's dead. Huh? I have one location left, one connector left. Smith turn in. Sick kid was buried under a rock. It's huge. Non-logic, but I'm just going to do it while I'm standing here. That's that. Why am I walking out? Why? Please. Alright, we are further running out of things. Please don't hit me. I tried to. I'm not exactly sure what I can do. There'll be like some interaction that's gonna negate the fake flipper at some point, right? I think so. We're gonna get a bunch of analogic stuff before we find whatever it is that's opening up this scene. Imagine. Blasted right through that. Controller, please. use this as a time to take a break or a quick run. I don't think I can get shot there, but I'm just gonna pause just in case. Nope. Good times. Good times. That's fun. It's an out of logic connector. Oh wait, no, I already saw that. Never mind. Upper was there. Why am I walking? Oh, you know what? That's convenient. Thank you, thing. Oh yeah. Huh. Well, that's definitely something. We're flippers. We're the flippers game. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I think I need to follow up on I have so little that's left. Like that's not in logic. Flippers might be required for swamp. Well, this is not great. Honestly, the fact that this is one of like 2 things, 3 things that was in logic. Interesting. Alright, well, does make me think that flippers are in one of the couple things that are left. Which might not even wind up mattering. Why did I do that? I don't have the big bomb. What fancy strats we run. Too good most of the time. interesting. I'd consider that. Go help her go. What? That's the hardest of disagrees, game. Come on. No. I don't have any magic because it didn't let me pick it up. Oh, good. Jesus Christ. That's dead. Alright. King's Tomb's gone. I did library. I did sick kid. I do a much worse job of tracking entrances with or the item caves with Philly's tracker than I did with the other one. Let's try this again. Jesus Christ, me. Alright, that sucked. Desert North. Do I have to burn the potion? I mean, it's easy enough to get another. Well, it's gonna stink, but that's because I'm not good at ice rod. Yeah, that's what always happens with ice rod. Always. Yeah, sword beams. Cool, cool. Get beamed. I didn't want to pick that up. Really, really hoping that Eastern is a that Eastern's a pendant. Probably didn't need to toss that in there. You know what, that's fine. It worked out. It's a lot of those. I have a lot of pod keys and not a lot of pods. 0 of 1 pod thus far. Oh, I haven't seen this. I don't know if I can this go anywhere that I care about? Oh, floating island maybe. I haven't gone down Spec Rock. I did do Spiral. Nope, but... Nope, but... Oh, I didn't get hit. Somehow. Well, that's unfortunate. Cool, 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 cool. That's worse. That's worse than that's worse than what I was concerned about. Pretty sure this is nothing down here. Oh, this is beatable. Left side GT is a lot. Bottle percent. Oh, wow. What do you have to say? Oh, Stream Boo. Wow. That's very exciting. Really gotta boost those views. Boost them. So, I mean, we probably need a bow. We definitely need fire rod. That's the one thing I don't have that I absolutely know I'm gonna need. Probably bow. But maybe not. Gross. That's TBD. That's TBD. That is exclusively if something is in the big chest. And no other partial, oh, logically required. Ew. If you don't do things that are logically required, how will you get your degree from Chu University? You don't. Whatever, controller. Cute. Yeah, good stuff. Just a pile of trash. Absolute pile of trash. That's at play. That's pretty nice. That is pretty nice. I don't know why I did it like that. Hera basement, 2 things out of logic, beating Meyer, 1 thing out of logic by beating Skull. Climbers, beating Eastern. Oh wow, I wonder what these could be. We can get into ice. That's pretty good. Ice is right next door to this. Alright, that's the play. I think. Yeah, I think we just push for volume. The thief drop down is behind GT, so that's like not really attractive. Those guys died. Don't have a small key. To ice. Oh, I do have a small key to ice. Ignore me! Ignore me. Saying nonsense. And by nonsense, I mean I was speaking what the facts were at the moment. Ah! Pot 6. Of course you're a pendant. Of course you are. Of course. So I need flippers. Is that it? No, flippers and fire rod. Thing is, there's not that much left in these other dungeons, so this is the best best place, save for finding pod. Controller, controller. Alright, that's pretty nice. Shooters. This hasn't helped me at all, I don't think. Cool, 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 cool. You know, I'm just gonna bail. I'm gonna bail. This was a waste. It got me basically nothing. I don't know that I should have. I mean, it's quite possible that was a mistake. You got a sword and silvers out of ice. Obviously, I know the fire rod won't be here. Get the heck down here, dude. Fire rod won't be there. What was that up there? Swamp. Yeah, these dungeon cleanups are not fun. But they all have to get beaten, so... You know, fire rod shows up or flippers show up. Then... Was anything in the big chest? That's a great question. Is my controller good? The answer to that is no. No, I don't think anything was. I think I got a sword from Icebreaker, and I think I got silvers from Iced Tea. And nothing else in that dungeon, so yeah. Gamma's chest, trash. Shocker special. Do this, do Mire out of logic. And then try to figure out what the hell I want to do next. Find pod? Could be find pod. Cold Stare, Hera Basement, GT Climb. Mimic Cave, Spike Cave. should be fine for this plus Vidi. I don't care about that. there was nothing there. Yeah, that's not worth doing right now. Why did I start? No, whatever. Who knows? Nobody knows. Waffles shovel, Bamos tablet. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, I feel like Cold Stare is probably last location now. Because nothing's on pedestal. Known that for a long time. It was way too long to go around and go do that for a useless pendant. Wow, I'm laying bombs all over the place. If I find fire rod here, though, there is no reason to check anything that's fire rod locked. Here a basement, GT climb for 5. The locations are not even like super convenient to get to, which sucks. Good work. Good work. Just get absolutely savaged. Jesus Christ. Hurts. Fudge. Okay. The mirror is still not in logic too, which is also a thing that feels weird. Like flippers won't be behind mirror. Well, I had a little hope there for a second. Little hope, and then it disappeared. Yeah, this is one of those seeds where it gets into problem territory for me because my concentration for recalling where everything was is not the greatest. I'm doing my best, but it's not great. There's a decent chance that Spike Cave or Mimic Cave is an answer. Fudge. Yeah. Thanks, friends. Just get absolutely worked on the mountain. Where's Tierback? Above village, alright. Get out of the way. Don't be bombas. Because I'm really not super keen on this, and great chance that Fire Rod's just in swamp. But this is like pod, it's not. Okay. Push the back and then re-enter. So basically everything else that's out there right now is in play. Fire Rod probably would have been a better thing to find. convenient, I guess. Huge. What's that? So what is that small key that's in Spec Rock? Hyrule Castle, CT2, GT4. Too much. Controller, please. TR3 or 4, Ice 2. Love to have all 6 pod smalls when you might never find pod. Okey-doke. Stray things that remain suck. To put it bluntly, they suck. Alright. Mimic Cave, guy under the bridge. Sure. Why not? Why not? Why not? Sure. Guess we do hair basement smile. Oops. I mean, come on now. I guess that's what's still out there, but seriously. Alright. Still don't have the big key here. There. Is it just gonna be in the back? If it is, I mean, I think I'm priced into having to do Helma. Because the stuff that remains is stuff that I've purposely chosen to not do. Well, that's critical. So is that. I mean, at least the mushroom turn-in is easy, I guess. Oh, this has been a colossal waste of time. have one location left. I have one item cave. Climbing is 5 things. There's this and there's... I think I have to do this mushroom turn-in and Bombo's tablet. And then climb. Feels dreadful. Because Cold Stare is just dead to me. Jeez. Uh-huh. Yeah? Oh boy. Good times. Purple chest, and then freaking Bombo's tablet. At least I didn't climb, Smile. That's pretty exciting. TR main is out in No Man's Land and Mire. Yeah, both of those, like I could have closed the loop on that crap and I didn't. That's my fault. I went to go do other stuff after Awful Shovel instead of closing that out, so probably should have just closed it out. But hey, I got 12 things from Pod, so probably more than 174. Oh, good. I think the ice dye was useless too. I don't think there was anything of value there. Oh, disagreement. It's coming up, Millhouse. Oh, God. I hate everything. Please. Please end. Game, please end. There's almost no doubt in my mind that there's a multitude of subtubes in this sea. So can I just please, like, end this thing, go do other stuff? We got gold sword though. I don't know. Why did you put them in chests that were spread around various parts of the world? Typical Ganon, always passing the buck. Jerk. No, Hayfield Bay just sniped me, but how the heck did I get 6 out of 13? The bathroom run was the difference between, more than the difference between Hayfield Bay and me, but if he's got a more functional bladder, then good on him. Eris, TJ Maelstrom, Dr. Bowser, Vinter, Hayfield, me. Don't really know how. Aside from climbing, there's like nothing I avoided. Flippers were like the very end of the logical things I had left. And Fire Rod was way later than I could have been. Thanks for the GG Shin. I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know. Because that didn't feel good. That did not feel good. I don't even think that I like right ordered the outset in any special way. I don't know. Guess we take it. If I just go from Awful Shovel to Bombo's Tablet, which I should have done, even with hindsight being 2020, I should have done it. That chops out. It wasn't Purple Chest though. It was Flippers and Spike, not Purple Chest. Imagine remembering things I can't. I mean, it definitely cuts out the pod dip, which is, yeah, going to do Skullwood's Big Chest, going to do Graveyard Ledge, going to take the Big Bomb to the Pyramid, doing the entirety of pod, save for stuff related to the big keys, and doing Hera Basement. It saves all of those things. Yikes. That's unfortunate. Oh well. I have no idea if this is it for tonight. I mean, I usually don't do the AFG race anyway. More than 174. Yeah, I have to get lunch, so no raid. But yeah, I'm just gonna call for now. Thank you again for the GG Shin. For asking me to. I'm gonna give additional thought to Simpsons one-off characters. I'm gonna make a note. Thank you, Doc, for asking me to talk about Bruce Bochy. Nux, Echo, we're here. I don't know if anybody else was. Probably. Clara was here, but Clara was in the library. Alright, hope everyone has a great day. No idea if I'm back later, but yeah. Bye. Oh, the orphans are still alive.